Aloha, everyone. Just by looking at this chart of Facebook, you should be able to tell that today was a good day in the stock market. As you can see right here, Facebook's breaking out of a cup with handle pattern, and we had a lot of stocks show up in my scans tonight. So overall, today's rebound by the stock market was excellent to see. Even though it didn't take back all of the losses in the Russell 2000, the intraday reversal was huge, and our open hedge, we got a shitty fill, but that's normally the case in this market when an uptrend wants to continue. If we would have gotten a reversal and a great fill this morning, chances are we would have continued to sell off. Since we gapped lower, we got a shit fill. SRTY came all the way back and is actually closing below the open of the signal date. So 50% sell of that hedge, since it was about a 2.5% position that we initiated last night. It was a little bit over 2.5%, not initiated, but added to the current 1% position. So we'll pair it back to about a 1.5% position overall of the entire amount. 50% of SRTY will be taken off due to the strength today in the Russell 2000, and more importantly, the NASDAQ, which took out yesterday's high, which in 2 days is now up 0.25%. Some people are saying, yeah, but volume was lower than the day before. Has it mattered at all? Since we started a rally in May, has it mattered at all above average volume? We've had 1 day of above average volume the entire time since the April lows, and that was, well, since the very start of that April low where we have the above average volume. Since then, no above average volume days except for the 1 day where we're barely up. So, you know, it just doesn't matter. The New York Stock Exchange produced a pocket pivot point buy signal. The S&P 500 produced a pocket pivot point buy signal. The Dow Jones Industrial Average did not, but also was able to hold the lows of the open. So overall, the market looks fine. I only had one other partial sell, and this stock is going to be my white whale. I swear to God, this stock, more than likely, this stock's at some point going to be a $100 stock. Tried to play it in January, failed. Tried it again in June, failed, and I figured, hey, this time it's got to be ready, right? I mean, the base isn't long enough, but the market's strong enough that this one should work out. Sadly, I didn't know we were going to run into yesterday in the overall market, and somehow today the stock didn't go up with the overall market. But still, the chart pattern's great. So is Maxstream Bop. The pullback's on lower volume, and it's still above my ultimate cut loss level, 642. So I'm going to keep half of it since it's only closing below the open of the signal date, and not below the low a day of the signal date. So overall, you know, there's a reason not to sell 75 or 66% and just 0.5%. Besides that, though, there were plenty of regular kind of signals. AGN off the 50-day moving average, no volume, but that looked good. BDC breaking out. AMBA following through on the huge volume move the day before that just had some problems due to the market. DCO pocket pivot point. ALGN, a third pocket pivot point signal in a row, maybe the fourth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 4 in a row. That's pretty impressive. Pandora moving off the lows. VMW making a nice base. Toll, Len, housing stocks, ZU, Zalili off the lows, OPWR off the lows. So overall, Wix off the lows. So overall, there's some continued great action out there. Look at the lodging stocks. Hot, Win. That's scary for someone like me that lives on Maui. Trust me, it's very scary. And then affiliate managers group, trying to break out, but not quite getting there. But if you want to draw a line above the recent resistance, you can do a buy stop and get long this stock. The one stock I am going to take for a new long, Twitter. Twitter is producing a pocket pivot point signal as it reverses the losses from the day before. So the 39.46 close is above the 39.44 open. So that makes me very happy as it completely reverses yesterday's action. BOP is solid, pretty strong in the past 3 days, and even though volume was only slightly higher than yesterday today, it's still a pocket pivot point buy signal, and I tell you what, that's about all I can ask for. However, as I just look at this chart, I'm kind of curious how it can be unless this is a flat day, and that's what it is. Okay, see, so that red bar just showed up to me, and that's the art of it. I was like, why would it be a pocket pivot point signal with that red bar there? But the reason is because it's a 0% day. So Twitter, pocket pivot point buy signal. This is a high quality stock. Earnings next year are expected to be huge along with current sales and future sales. This is a fantastic website. tons of people use it, and this World Cup is proving how powerful it is. So this is going to be a 5% position. If we're wrong, we risk 3%. Not a big deal. If you want to make it 10%, 20%, you're crazy. There's not enough volume surge and the base isn't long enough. But if you want to do it, go for it. The other trade I'm doing is ILMN. I've been watching this one forever. I was interested in it way back here. Prayed that it would make a handle. And my God, I don't get what I want often, if ever anymore, since 2008. 6 years of this is just amazing to me. But without huge gains, still get winners, but you know what I'm talking about. So I actually have a handle. So I can only assume it's going to fail. And at the same time, with me cutting half of iCloud will be up 25% tomorrow. However, in case things are coming back to normal, ILMN, basing out here, I'm going to initiate a buy stop somewhere in between 177.40 and 178.20. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like 177.51, but I'm just not sure yet. It might be 178.20, but you get the general area within less than 1% of where I'm going to put the buy stop. But I'll have that on the books, and that's a good to cancel order. Unless I get a ton of new long signals and I have to take them. Then if ILMN is still basing sideways, I will go ahead and pass on it and hopefully allow it to give a legit after the close signal by breaking out above this line. But buy stops are ready to go on this one. I like this one a lot. There's plenty of others that I like too. Tesla, handle isn't long enough yet. SCTY, handle isn't long enough yet. And a stock that we're already long, FSLR, SPWR. We're getting some handles out there, so let's see how these resolve. Thank you.